live from the Allianz Arena. I'm joined by none other than Bayern legend Arjen Robben. Thank you so much for taking the time of being with us today.
You're welcome.
How does it feel to be back at the Allianz Arena, not only after the summer recess, but after quite a long injury now?
Well, I think it's always, I think it doesn't really matter when or after how long, but I think it's always good to be back in your own stadium with our own fans. I'm always happy, I'm always coming with a smile when I walk into the stadium.
Of course, we are happy too to have you back finally here in the arena, and not only the club but also the fans, and they were really excited to get the opportunity to interview you today. We've been collecting questions on Facebook for the last couple of days. There were thousands. The response was enormous, as you can imagine, but we don't have the time to ask you all of them, so we made a little selection. Are you ready to go? Okay. Frank would like to know, what are your personal goals for this season?
I think my personal goals are actually always the same. I hope I can help the team this season. For me personally, I hope to stay fit again, but then not until March or April this time, but until the end. Just be at the same level as I was when I got my injury last season, and in that way try to help the team and hopefully to win trophies.
Heiko wants to know, what would you like to do after your active career? That is hopefully still going to last for a long time, but is there any thoughts already of what you want to do once it's over?
I mean, not one particular thought that I say, okay, that's what I'm going to do, but I think you have to be also a little bit prepared. You cannot say after your career, after the last day, you say, okay, now it's finished, what are we going to do now? So I think it's good. I speak about it with my wife a lot, with the family, and I think there are some options, but I'm also looking forward, to just life after football, to be able to do different things that are not possible at the moment.
So that kind of sounds like Ingrid's question would get a no. Could you imagine coaching after your active career?
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, football is in the blood. That's my life. But as I said before, I'm also looking forward to do different things, just away from football. But yeah, maybe also something with football. Maybe working with youth. That's always something that I really like. So we will see.
You need to pass on these skills of yours. You can't let them go to waste. Thomas Kwan would like to know, you learned Spanish at Real Madrid, you learned English at Chelsea, and German here at Bayern. Which one was the hardest language to learn?
Well, that's quite easy. That's the hardest was Spanish, because at school I already learned German and English, but Spanish I had to start at zero. And although it's a very beautiful language, I really was also eager to learn it, but it was a little bit more difficult because you have to start at the bottom and then try to improve.
Is there still some Spanish left in you?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of we have quite a big Spanish connection in the team, so I think I can still practice a little bit.
Do they make you practice? Do you speak Spanish at training?
But I like it as well. It's a very nice language, and I like to speak it. It's good to be able to talk a few times in Spanish with my colleagues, with the coach, and in that way maybe try to improve a little bit.
Now you have to show off. Could you say hi to our Spanish-speaking fans?
Yeah, that's very easy. Hola. That's just hola, that's hello to the fans. Yeah.
Okay, great. Christian Kaup from Germany would like to know, how do you manage to always come back stronger from your injuries? Because, as he puts it, you always seem to be a little better when you come back to the pitch after a long period of time often.
That's probably not a good sign, because then you would say try to get a new injury because you can get better again.
Please don't.
But no, the only thing is just when I have a little injury or something, then I always want to, I keep working hard and I know that if you come back, and you're fit again, then you have to try to be, as soon as possible, you have to try to be at your best again, and you don't really get time to adapt. And that's why I always work hard in rehabilitation, and then when I'm back on the pitch, then straight away at a good level.
Momchil would like to know what inspired you to start playing football. You said you had it in the blood. Did that come with the years, or was there something that triggered your passion for football?
I don't know. It's just something that is inside of you, I think. As a kid, I was always playing outside and just enjoying the game. But as a kid, I was not really like focused only on football. I was playing with my friends, doing different kind of stuff, different kind of sports. But in the end, I think football was something I liked the most. I did the most, and that's why I'm here today. Here.
What would you have become if you wouldn't have become a football player? It's a question Michelle said that.
Yeah, I think also something in sports, because I'm just like, I don't know, a sports freak is maybe a little bit too much, but I like sports, and maybe something like a teacher, sports teacher, or I don't know, but definitely something, I think not just behind the desk, but more active.
Glad that destiny brought you here. Who is the funniest player on the team is a question we got from Hazim.
Wow, we've got a few funny guys. I think in general the atmosphere in the team is always very good. One who never stops talking is Thomas Müller. He likes a joke, and he likes speaking a lot, and so he's definitely one of them, yeah.
Who is your favorite football player is a question from Umut.
Favorite at the moment, or when I was growing up, I was always a big fan of Romario. At the time he was also playing in Holland at PSV Eindhoven, so I was a big fan of him. And after, was not really somebody in particular. I was always as well the kind of guy that just liked to play himself and not to watch too many football on television.
Okay, then talking about you playing yourself, Santi wants to know who is the best goalkeeper you've had to play against? Who was the toughest to get across?
That's, I think, the one who's in my team at the moment. I think I've played a few times against him, but I also managed to score against him. But he's for me, he's the best, and what I said, I'm very happy that he's in our team, and that he's helping us, because I think Manuel is at the moment the best goalkeeper in the world.
Better to have him on your side then,
yeah.
Huh? Rodrigo wants to know, what were your thoughts when you scored the goal against Dortmund in the Champions League final?
I've got the question. I've had to answer that one already quite a lot of times, but yeah, that was of course the best feeling ever. I think a lot goes through your mind, and it was just one big explosion of a lot of emotions, and I think that's something that's the best that can happen to you as a football player.
Anderson Rueda would like to know what goes through your head before playing a final like the one against Dortmund.
I'm a positive guy, and I think it's the most important thing. That is, you have to believe. You have to believe that you're going to win the final, because it's of course a big occasion always. It's special. These are like special. It's also like a little special feeling to play these kind of games. But at the time, you have to try to be as normal as possible and just focus on your game. And what I said, really believe in, that you're going to win it, and no other thoughts in your mind. Just go and full power, 100%, and just keep believing that you're going to win it.
Do you have some sort of strategy to
No,
calm yourself down?
No, not really. I think I'm just quite good in just concentrating. Just to focus on the game and know what is coming in the game. And just to prepare well. But I think maybe it sounds funny, but I think you shouldn't be doing too many different things, or just as normal. It's just a normal game. Of course, a final is always something special, but just yeah, prepare as you normally do, and yeah, nothing special. Just stay calm.
Okay, so there are the one finals and the ones that aren't ones, or the ones that you didn't even get to. Roy Valtierra wants to know which one was the happiest moment with Bayern, which I imagine could be a final
Very easy
here
to
and there.
answer, I think. Yeah. The one in Wembley, of course. I think the moment which was not so nice, I think, was the year before. I think losing the Champions League final here at home was already disappointing season because we got second in the league. We lost the cup final, and then in the end, yeah, we lost the Champions League final here at home in your own stadium. Yeah, that was the toughest one. Yeah.
What do you still want to achieve with Bayern? Asks Christoph Hammerschmidt.
Well, I think we've got we've got our goals again this season. I would love to be in the Champions League final again with this team. I think we have a great squad. We have a lot of quality in the team. So I'm looking forward to attack again. To even more in the Champions League to try and reach the final again. And but on the other hand, I think Bundesliga. Fourth time Bundesliga, 4 times just after another. There's no team in the history who did it, so that's also a very nice goal for the season.
We're here at the Allianz Arena. This is a very emblematic stadium for everybody who lives in Munich, everybody who's a Bayern fan, everybody who's of course a Bayern player. Which other stadium has given you the most memories that you've played in? Was it Wembley? Or?
Yeah, Wembley is certainly one of them, but I'm quite privileged that I've been at big clubs also before Bayern, at Madrid, Chelsea, and yeah, so sorry. Sorry. Thank you. No, so I've been playing in a lot of nice stadiums, Barcelona, Madrid. Also big ones in England, Manchester United. So yeah, there are these special stadiums, you know, with a great atmosphere. So there are quite a few of them.
Do you ever get used to stepping out on the pitch here at the Allianz Arena? It's a question we got from Leticia.
No, it's always, for me, always every time again when I go out here and play a game, doesn't really matter what kind of game. I'm always happy. I'm always happy to play here, and yeah, it's I think the best there is, just playing in your home stadium. That's very good, very good.
You've played at plenty of clubs throughout Europe. Who would you call your biggest friend in the football world? Is there something you could point out?
I don't think it's just one biggest friend, but I've got I still have good contacts with also players who I've been playing with at other clubs, but also here at Bayern. That's also the nice thing about football, you know. Sometimes you move and you go, and then you build up friendships in different parts of the world in Europe, and so I've got a few good friends because of football.
And it's great to keep them everywhere, right? If you can move around and have a friend in every place, it's like a girl in every harbor. Zeltzin wants to know, what kind of music do you listen to?
What kind of?
Music.
Well, all kind of music. Of course, before a game, like a little bit, you know, music that keeps you going, makes you a little bit fit and fresh. But I'm not. I like a lot of music. Listening to also children music, of course, at home with my kids, my daughter dancing. So a lot.
Is it German or Dutch?
No,
children's
German,
music?
Dutch, English, everything.
That's great. Okay, last question. Eric Rojas is 14 years old, and it's his biggest dream to become a professional football player. What's your advice for him?
No, just keep going, keep playing, keep training, always trying to improve yourself. But I think most of all, that's the most important thing. Is you should not forget just to enjoy. If you like football, just enjoy it, and if you have the talent, then maybe one day we'll see each other.
We hope so. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
joining us today and for taking the time to answer all these questions. We wish you a successful and most of all injury-free season this year. And thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned to our social media channels because we will keep you updated on everything this great club does to prepare for the upcoming season. Thank you so much. Back to you, James.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Bye.